Dear students, in this video we are going to learn about numerical solutions of partial differential equations. So before going to the methods, let us see what is the difference between ordinary differential equations and partial differential equations. So if we look at this example, this equation dy over dx plus y sine square x is equal to cosine x. This is an ordinary differential equation because there are two variables x and y. So y is the dependent variable and y depends on x. So x is the independent variable. So y is a function of x. So we can write like this: y is a function of x. So when there is only one independent variable and the dependent variable y depends on x, the only independent variable x, then the equation involving the derivatives is called an ordinary differential equation because this derivative is an ordinary derivative where y depends on only x. Now if you look at another equation, dou u over dou t is equal to k times dou square u over dou x square. So this is a partial differential equation because if you look at the variables u, t, x, these are the variables, and u is the dependent variable, x and t are the independent variables. So the u dependent variable depends on x and t. So the derivatives will be here partial derivatives. Dou u over dou t is a first order partial derivative and dou square u over dou x square is a second order partial derivative. In fact, this partial differential equation is a equation giving the heat distribution in a rod. Here x is the length of the rod and t is the time. T is the time variable and x is the length variable. And u is the temperature distribution in this rod at various points and at various times. So the u depends on x and t. So this is an example of partial differential equation. Now let us look at a general second order partial differential equation. So this is a general second order partial differential equation. A dou square u over dou x square plus b dou square u over dou x dou y plus c dou square u over dou y square plus d dou u over dou x plus e dou u over dou y plus f equals 0. Here the highest order derivative is dou square u over dou x square. So this is a second order and the power of the second order is 1. Therefore this is a linear second order partial differential equation. So second order linear partial differential equation. So the second order linear partial differential equation can be classified into three types: parabolic equation, hyperbolic equation and elliptic equation. So this is the classification of any standard second order linear partial differential equation. So when we say this equation is parabolic equation, is this condition: b square minus 4ac equals 0. b is the coefficient of dou square u over dou x dou y, and a is the coefficient of dou square u over dou x square, and c is the coefficient of dou square u over dou y square. So from this a, b and c we compute b square minus 4ac. If this b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, we call this equation a parabolic equation, parabolic partial differential equation. And if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, that is positive, then this equation is said to be hyperbolic partial differential equation. And if b square minus 4ac is negative, less than 0, then this equation is said to be elliptic partial differential equation. So this is the classification of a standard second order linear partial differential equation. Now let us look at an example. This equation dou square 2 by dou t over dou x square plus dou square t over dou y square equals 0. This is a second order equation, partial differential equation, where t is the dependent variable, x and y are the independent variables. So t depends on x and y. In fact, this differential equation gives heat distribution in a plate, and this is a steady state. That means the temperature T, here capital T is a temperature, and the capital T temperature does not depend on time. So we call it as a steady state. Now the temperature distribution in the plate depends on at only x and y. X is the distance along x-axis and y is the distance along y-axis. So if we look at this equation, the temperature distribution in a plate, we call it as a Laplace equation. The particular name of this equation is Laplace equation. And let us see, this Laplace equation comes under which type? Is it parabolic equation? Is it parabolic or hyperbolic or elliptic? So if we compare A, the quotient of dou square t by dou x square, A equal to 1 here, and dou square t by dou x dou y, there is no term dou square t by dou x dou y, therefore B will be 0 if we compare this equation with the standard equation. This is the standard equation where u is the dependent variable, x and y are independent. Just like here, t is the dependent variable and x and y are independent variables. So t depends on x and y. If we compare with that standard equation, we will be getting A is equal to 1, B equal to 0, because there is no term dou square t over dou x dou y. And C is the coefficient of dou square t by dou y square is C. So that is C equal to 1. So A is 0, A is 1, B is 0 and C is 1. Therefore B square minus 4AC. If you put the values of A, B, C here, B square minus 4AC is minus 4, which is negative. Therefore this Laplace equation is a elliptic equation. Now let us look at how to find the solutions of partial differential equations, that are numerical solutions. We are interested in finding the numerical solutions of partial differential equations. Now let us look at first the ordinary derivatives. Earlier we have seen the approximation of the ordinary derivatives by this formula. If t is the dependent variable and x is the independent variable, the ordinary derivative dt by dx is approximated by t of x plus h minus t of x over h. And this formula is called forward difference approximation of the derivative dt over dx. Earlier we have used f of x, here we are using t because t depends on x. The same formula, if we take f, df over dx will be f of x plus h minus f of x over h. But here, since t is the dependent variable, dt over dx is approximated by t of x plus h minus t of x over h, and this approximation is called forward difference approximation of the derivative. Similarly, dt over dx is approximated by tx minus t of x minus h over h. This we call it as backward difference approximation of the same derivative. You can check here to approximate this backward difference using the backward differences. The approximation of this derivative is f of x, t of x here, minus t of x minus h. That means we are taking the points x and the previous point x minus h. Therefore this is a backward difference approximation. And here we are taking x and the next point x plus h, where the spacing is h. Therefore this we call it as forward difference approximation of the derivative dt over dx. Similarly, if you look at this formula, dt over dx is approximated by t of x plus h minus t of x minus h over th. This formula we call it as central difference approximation of the same derivative. Here we are taking the points x, and the next point is x plus h, and the previous point is x minus h, and x is in the middle center. So if you want the derivative at x, we find the value of the function at x plus h, that is t of x plus h, and value of the function at x minus h, that is t of x minus h, and we take the length of this interval. So this is x minus h to x is h, and x to x plus h is another h. Therefore the total length will be 2h. Therefore the approximation of this derivative by the central difference, this we call it as central difference approximation of this derivative, and this is approximated by t of x plus h minus t of x minus h over 2h. Similarly, if we use the central difference approximation for the second derivative, d square t over dx square, this second derivative is approximated by function value at x plus h, t of x plus h minus 2 times t of x plus t of x minus h over h square. So this formula is for approximation of the second derivative with respect to x. So before going to the partial derivatives, we have to look at these two formulas. So the central difference formulas we use. This is the central difference formula for the first derivative with respect to x, and this is the central difference formula for the second derivative, d square t by dx square. Now, when it comes to partial derivatives, let us take the function t. T is a dependent variable, depends on x and y. So the t value at xy is now denoted by t of ij, suffix ij. So tij is nothing but the value of the function t at the point x and y. This is the notation we are using. Now using this notation, the partial derivative of t with respect to x, dou t over dou x. Just let us look at dt over dx. dt over dx is t of x plus h minus t of x minus h over 2h. That means function value at the next point, x plus h, minus function value at the previous point, x minus h, division 2h. Because t depends on x only here. But when t depends on two variables, x and y, so this derivative will be now partial derivative, dou t over dou x. So dou t over dou x is approximated by t of x plus h y minus t of x minus h y over 2h. That means only we are making the changes we are making in the variable x. Y remains constant, y remains same. That means this is the partial derivative with respect to x. So when we are finding partial derivative with respect to x and approximation of this, we change the values of x only. We keep the y constant as it is. Therefore, dou t over dou x, the central difference formula of this partial derivative with respect to x will be t of x plus h y minus t of x minus h y over 2h. Here t depends on not one variable x, t depends on two variables x and y. Now using this notation, if t of xy is denoted by t of ij, then t of x plus hy can be denoted by t of I plus 1j. That means function value, the function value of t at the next point, x plus hy. So t x plus hy is nothing but we denote it by t I plus 1j minus t x minus hy. That means function value, t value at the previous point, x minus hy. It is denoted by now t of I minus 1j. Just again, let me repeat, t of xy we denoted by t of ij. Therefore, t of x plus hy is t of I plus 1j, and t of x minus hy will be t of I minus 1j. Similarly, dou t over dou y. This is partial derivative with respect to y. When we are finding partial derivative with respect to y, x remains same. X remains constant. No change in x. So we make change only in y. Therefore, dou t over dou y is approximated by t of function value t of x comma y plus k minus t of x comma y minus k over 2k. So k is the spacing along y axis and h is the spacing along x axis. So now if we use the notation ti is a notation, t of x y plus k can be written as t of y j plus 1. Here the change is in the second coordinate y. Therefore, t of x y plus k is denoted by t of I j plus 1 minus t of x y minus k is denoted by t of I j minus 1. So using this notation, ti is a notation, dou t over dou y can be approximated by t of I j plus 1 minus t of I j minus 1 over 2k. Similarly, let us look at partial derivatives of second order, dou square t over dou x square. If you recollect, earlier we have seen the second order derivative. This is the second order derivative. Ordinary derivative, this is dou square t over dou x, d square t over dx square. Now the same formula we use, but the partial derivative. So dou square t over dou x square. Now the partial derivative with respect to x and second order. So the change will be in only x. Y remains constant, no change in y. So dou square t by dou x square is approximated by t of x plus hy minus 2txy plus t of x minus hy. So the same we used the same formula here. Only difference is in the ordinary derivative t depends on x only, but here in the partial derivative t depends on x and y. And when we are finding derivative with respect to x, partial derivative with respect to x, y remains constant, no change in y. So t of x plus hy minus 2txy plus t of x minus hy over h square. Now using the previous ti as a notation, t of x plus hy can be written as ti plus 1j minus 2 times txy is nothing but t of ij plus t of x minus hy is nothing but t of I minus 1j over h square, where h is the spacing along x-axis. Same way, we can write an approximation for partial derivative with respect to y. Dou square t over dou y square is approximated by, here, since the derivative is with respect to y, x remains constant, no change in x. So it is approximated by t of x y plus k, change in y here, y plus k minus, I think here it should be 2. So let me write 2 also here. Okay, and let us write 2 here. I didn't write here 2. Okay. Now, so the partial derivative with respect to y, second order derivative with respect to y will be t of x y plus k minus 2 times t of xy plus t times x y minus k. Using the previous notation, t of x y plus k is t of I j plus 1 because change in the second coordinate. So t of x y plus k is nothing but t of I j plus 1 minus 2 times t of xy is nothing but tij plus t of x y minus k is t of j I j minus 1. So change in the second coordinate and within the previous point. So it is the previous point, we write it as j minus 1. The next point y plus k, we write it as j plus 1 over k square, where k is the spacing along y axis. So these are the approximations of the partial derivatives. So dou t over dou x is approximated by this formula, which is the central difference formula, and using this notation. And dou t over dou y is approximated by this formula, change in y, and x remains constant. So there is no change in I here. The first coordinate is not changing. And similarly, second order derivatives, dou square t by dou x square is approximated by this formula, and dou square t over dou y square is approximated by this formula. So when we go for solving partial differential equation by numerical methods, we use these approximations of the partial derivatives. Now we try to solve one equation that we call it as Laplace equation, and the method we call it as Liebman's method. So we try to solve Laplace equation by the Liebman's method. What is the Laplace equation? This is dou square t over dou x square plus dou square t by dou y square equal 0. This equation we call it as Laplace equation, which gives the temperature distribution in a plate, in a rectangular plate or a square plate. And txy, we use the previous notation. Txy is denoted by t of ij. Tij is nothing but t suffix ij is nothing but t value, temperature at the point xy. So the point xy is somewhere here. It is called the grid. So if you look at this point is 0 0, and this point is 1 0, this point is 2 0, this point is 3 0, this point is 4 0. Similarly, this point is 0 1. That means y is increasing and x remains 0. Therefore this point is 0 1, and this point is 1 1, because x is changed 1 unit and y is also changed 1 unit. So this point here in the grid is 1 1, and this point is x is 2 and y is 1. Therefore this is 2 1, and this point is x is changed by 3 units and y is changed by 1 unit. So this point is 3 1. That's how we mark all these points within the grid and on the edges. So here, to solve this Laplace equation by this method, Liebman's method, we suppose h is equal to k. That means the spacing along x-axis and spacing along y-axis both are equal, both are same. Now to solve this Laplace equation, we replace this second order derivative by its approximation. This is the approximation, and this second order derivative with respect to y by its approximation. So if you recollect, the second order approximation of this second order derivative dou square t by dou x square is t of I plus 1j minus 2 tij plus ti minus 1j over h square. We have done this one. This is the second order approximation of the second order derivative dou square t over dou x square, and this is the approximation of the dou square t over dou y square. So we are using these two approximations when we are solving this Laplace equation. So let us keep the approximation of the first derivative, second order derivative, and the approximation of the second derivative here. Now we have assumed that the spacing along h and k are same, along x-axis and y-axis are the same. Therefore h is equal to k. So let us put h and k are same, h square here, k is also h square. I kept k's same as h square. Now if you take h square LCM and cross multiplication, you will be getting t of I plus 1j minus 2tij plus t of I minus 1j plus tij plus 1 minus 2tij plus tij minus 1 is equal to 0. This we will get after taking LCM h square and cross multiplication. Gives this equation. Now here we have minus 2tij, here another minus 2tij. If we add these two terms, it will be minus 4tij. Therefore, this equation further will be reduced to ti plus 1j minus ti minus 1j plus tij plus 1 plus tij minus 1, and these two terms together minus 4tij equal to 0. And if we solve from this equation, tij, this tij will be equal to, take these terms the other side, and if we divide by 4, then tij is equal to 1 over 4 times tij I plus 1j plus ti minus 1j plus tij plus 1 plus tij minus 1. So this is an equation which gives tij, that is temperature distribution, temperature at the point xy. Temperature at xy is denoted by ij, tij. So this tij is obtained using this formula. Tij is given by this formula. So what is Tij? For example, if we need the temperature distribution here, Tij. So what you have to do from this formula, if you want Tij, we have to look at Ti plus 1j. That means the next point along x-axis. Ti minus 1j, the previous point along x-axis. Tij plus 1, the above point along y-axis. Tij minus 1, below point along y-axis. So let me show here in this diagram. If you want temperature here, Tij, suppose this is Tij, we have to take the next point Ti plus 1j and the previous point Ti minus 1j, above point Tij plus 1 and below point Tij plus 1. So you have to add the temperatures at all these 4 points and divide sum of all the temperatures at all the 4 points, surrounding points, add them and divide by 4. That will give the temperature at the middle point. This is the equation we are getting after substitution of the approximations. And in this method, Liebman's method, we have to use this formula Tij nu, that is new approximation of Tij. Tij nu is equal to lambda times Tij nu plus 1 minus lambda Tij old. So this is called formula for the over relaxation. So to find a better approximation, we use this formula in the Liebman's method. So the two formulas now we have to use is this to find the temperature, and after that to find a better approximation we use this formula Tij nu equal to lambda Tij nu plus 1 minus lambda Tij old, where lambda is called over relaxation constant. This will be given in the problem. Using this lambda, we have to find a better approximation for the temperature at an intermediate point of the plate. Now let us look at an example. Use the Liebman's method to solve for the temperature distribution of the heated plate by dividing the plate into 4 by 4 grids. Employ over relaxation with a value of 1.5 for the weighing factor. All Tij's initially 0. So the approximation of the temperature at the intermediate points are all 0 initially. Initial approximations are given as 0. And the lambda over relaxation factor is also given. Lambda is given as 1.5. And it is a grid, 4 by 4 grid they are saying. 4 by 4 grid is something like this. So this is the heated plate. where the edges are kept at the temperatures 0 degrees, 75 degrees, 100 degrees, 50 degrees. So this edge is kept at 0 degrees. This edge, left edge, is kept at 75 degrees. The top edge is kept at 100 degrees and the right edge is kept at 50 degrees. Now you have to find the temperature distribution at the intermediate point, inside points, and it is given 4 by 4 grid. That means we have to divide this plate into by 4 grids. 4 by 4 grid means here 0 0, next point is 1 0, this is 2 0, and this is 3 0, and this is 4 0. That means the total the plate is divided by 4 by 4 grids by writing a lines like here, parallel lines and vertical lines and horizontal lines. Therefore, it will be divided into a 4 by 4 grid, and you will be getting these intermediate points inside the plate. So here on the edge, if we take this point as 0 0, this point will be 1 0. That means we are moving along x-axis 1 unit. So this will be 1 0, and this point on the edge will be 2 0, and this point on the edge will be 3 0, and this point will be 4 0. Next, here on this edge, this point is 0 1 because there is no change in x, but there is change in y 1 unit. So this is 0 1, and this point will be 1 1 because along x-axis 1 unit and along y-axis 1 unit is the distance. Therefore this point is 1 1, and this point is 2 1. Along x-axis 2 units, along y-axis 1 unit. Therefore this is 2 1, and this point is 3 1, and this point on the edge will be 4 1 because along x-axis 4 units, along y-axis 1 unit. So this will be 4 1. Similarly, this point is 0 2, and this intermediate grid point inside the plate is 1 2, and this point is 2 2, this point is 3 2, and this point is 4 2, and this point is 0, x is 0, no change, y is 3 0 3, this is 1 3, this is 2 3, and this is 3 3, and this is 4 3, and here this point is 0 4, and this is 1 4, this is 2 4, this is 3 4, and this point, last point, will be 4 4. Therefore the total plate is divided into a 4 by 4 and finding all these points. Now the temperatures on the edges are given. This is 0 degrees on this edge. That means 0 0, temperature at 0 0 point is 0, temperature at this point, this is 1 0 point, temperature at 1 0 is 0, temperature at 2 0 is 0, temperature at 3 0 is 0, temperature at 4 0 is 0, and this edge is at 50 degrees, so the temperatures here will be 50. Here this edge is at 100 degrees, this edge, so on these points the temperatures are 100, and on these points the temperature will be 75. Now we have to find the temperature at the intermediate points, that means inside, at 1 1, 2 2, 2 1, 3 1, 1 2, 2 2, 3 2, 1 3, 2 3, 3 3 by this Liebman's method. Now for example, if we want temperature at 1 1, using our formula, earlier we have seen, this is the formula for the temperature, Ti is A. Let me show that one. So the temperature distribution is given by this formula. After substituting the approximations, Ti is A is 1 over 4 Ti plus 1j plus Ti minus 1j plus Tij plus 1 plus Tij minus 1. So we use this formula, and after that, to find a better approximation, this over relaxation formula. So we use these two. I'm writing the same. Tij is this formula. So what is the meaning of this one? If you want temperature at 1 1, suppose 1 1, that is T 1 1, I is 1, J is 1. So if you want temperature at 1 1, it will be obtained by 1 over 4 times T of I is 1, J is 1. So this will be I plus 1, that is 2. T 2 1, and this is T 0 1, and this is T 0 2, and this is T 0 0. That means if you want temperature at 1 1, all the surrounding points you have to see. The surrounding points is here, one point, and this is another point, and this is another, and this is another. 4 surrounding points. So how we write the 4 surrounding points? First we write T21, this point T21. Next T01, this point is T01. So if we want temperature at 1 1, the next point we take T21, that is Ti plus 1j, and the previous point along x-axis Ti minus 1j, here in this case 0 1, and along y-axis above point 1 2, and along y-axis below point, that is 1 0. The same in general, this is the formula for Tij. Tij is 1 over 4 times, this is the point, the next point along x-axis, and this is previous point along x-axis, this is above point along y-axis, and this is below point along y-axis. So at any point Tij, temperature at any point Ij. The same I have written here. If we want temperature at Ij, we have to take I plus 1j, that is along x-axis, the next point here, that is this point is temperature at I plus 1j. Next Ti minus 1j, temperature at the previous point along x-axis. Next Tij plus 1, temperature at the above point along y-axis, and Tij minus 1, temperature below the point along y-axis. So sum of all the temperatures at these surrounding points, add all of them, and then divide by 4. That will give temperature at this Ij. So let us now go for the first point. So these edges are already fixed at these temperatures. We try to find first one temperature at 1 1, T11. So using this formula, T11 will be equal to T21, temperature at the next point. For 1 1, the surrounding points are 2 1, 0 1, 1 2, and 1 0. Therefore T11 is equal to 1 over 4. I have written that one. So here the first iteration I am finding T11, I is 1, J is 1. That means we are finding temperature at this point 1 1. T11 is equal to 1 over 4 times temperature at the next point T21 plus T01, the previous point. This is the previous point 01 plus T12, the above point along y-axis T12 plus T10, the below point along y-axis. So sum of all these temperatures and division by 4. Now let us look at T21. What is T21? What is T21? In the problem it is given initially all the temperatures, inside temperatures are all 0. So inside temperatures are all 0 is given initially. Therefore this T21 will be 0. T21 is 0. And T01. So T01 is here. T01 is this point. And here this edge is at 75 degrees. Therefore T01 is 75. T01 75. Next T12. T12 is this point, and the temperature, inside temperature initially is given as 0. Therefore T12 is 0. T12 is 0. Plus T10. This is the point T10. and this edge of the plate is fixed at 0 degrees. Therefore, T10 is also 0. So if we put all these values, now add them and division by 4, it will give us 18.75. This is the temperature at the point 11. T11 is nothing but the temperature at this point 11. Next, we go for the approximation, better approximation of the same value T11. So we use the over relaxation formula T11 nu. This is the over relaxation formula we have seen before. T11 nu, Ti is a nu here. T11 nu is equal to lambda times T11 nu plus 1 minus lambda T11 old. So that is equal to lambda. Lambda is given as 1.5 in the problem. So lambda 1.5, put that value. T11 nu. So the new value of T11 is just now we got 18.75. So this is the new value of T11 we got. So we keep that value plus. So this is plus. So let us make it as this is plus. This is plus. So plus 1 minus lambda. 1 minus lambda value is 1.5 times T11 old. What is T11 old value? Is 0, because initially all the temperatures within the plate is assumed to be zeros. Initially they are given to be 0. If we look at the problem here, Ti's is initially are 0. Initially all the temperatures inside are zeros. Therefore we assume like that. Therefore the old value of T11 will be 0. So old value of T11 is 0. The new value of T11 is just now we got 18.75. We keep that value here, and if we simplify that, we are getting 28.125. So this is the better approximation of the same value T11. It is called the latest approximation, the best approximation of T11 after the first iteration. Now let us go to the next point. The next point of the grid is 2,1. So we have to find T21. So to find T21, we look at all the surrounding points here. So the surrounding points are 3,1, 1,1, 2,2, and this point 2,0. So to find the temperature at 2,1, we use the surrounding points, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So let me write that formula. T21 is equal to 1/4. The next point along x-axis T31 plus the previous point along x-axis T11 plus T22, that is along y-axis above point T20, below point along y-axis. Now T31, the temperature at 3,1. So that initially the temperature is assumed to be 0. So T31 is 0, and T22 is also 0, and here this edge is 0, and here T11 is not 0 because just now we got T11 value. This is the value of T11. So T11 value 28.125, we substitute this value, and other temperatures initially are zeros. So this is 0, and this is 0, and this is edge, therefore this is 0, and T11 is just now we got. So we substitute those values. So T31 is 0, T11 is 28.125 plus T22 is 0, T20 is also 0. If we simplify that, you will be getting 7.03125. Now we have to find a better approximation for this one, T21, by Waugh relaxation formula. The Waugh relaxation formula is T21 nu is equal to lambda times T21 old plus 1 minus lambda T21 new. So lambda is 1.5, T21 new. So the new value is just now we got 7.03125 plus 1 minus lambda is 1.5 and T21 old. So we know the initially we assumed all the temperatures are 0. So the old value of T21 is 0. Just like before, the old value of T21 is 0. Therefore, after simplifying this, you will be getting 10.54688. So this is the better approximation of the temperature at the point 2.1. The next point is 3.1. So we have to find the temperature at 3.1. So to find the temperature at 3.1, the surrounding points, this point, this is 4.1, and the previous point 2.1, above point 3.2 and below point 3.0. So we have to use these surrounding points, 4 points. So I will write that one. T31 is equal to 1 over 4 T41 plus T21 plus T32 plus T30. And T41, if we look at this, this is T41. The T41 is 50 because this edge is at 50 degrees centigrade. The temperature of this edge is 50, therefore T41 will be 0. And here this is T30, this edge is 0, so T30 is 0. And T32 is also 0 because initially all the temperatures inside are 0. And T21, and this T21 just now we got T21, this is T21. So we will keep all those values. T41 is the edge, 50 degrees. T21 is just now we got 10.54688. T32 is the above temperature, the point above, the temperature at the above point which is 0 initially, and T30 is the lower edge which is at 0 degrees. And now if we simplify this, 15.13672. Now we find the better approximation of this T31 by the Waugh relaxation formula. T31 nu is equal to lambda is 1.5. T31 nu, that is this value, plus 1 minus lambda times T31 old. The initial approximation, initially all temperatures are zeros, so the old value of T31 is 0. So I keep T31 old is 0. Now if you simplify this, you will be getting 22.70508. So this is the better approximation of T31 after the first approximation. These are all the values we are finding after first approximation, because initially all the temperatures at the points inside the plate are assumed to be 0. Now the next point is 1, 2. We try to find the temperature at 1, 2. So to find temperature at 1, 2, the surrounding points we take 2, 2, and the previous point, this point is 0, 2, and above point 1, 3, and below point 1, 1. So at 2, 2 the temperature is 0 because initially all are 0, and above point also 0, and this point the temperature is 75, and the below point just now we got already T11 already we have, so we use that value of T11 and we put the value of this 75, and this 2, 2 and 1, 3 are zeros. So using those 4 points we find temperature at 1, 2. So let me write that one, T12. So temperature at 1, 2 is equal to 1 over 4 T22. So the next point along x-axis plus T02, the previous point along x-axis, T13, above point along y-axis, T11, below point along y-axis. So T22 is 0 and T02 is the edge, left edge which is at 75 degrees, plus T13 is the above point which is 0, and T11 just now we got T11. So this is T11 which is 28.125. We keep that value T11 here. T11 is 28.125. If we simplify this, we'll be getting 25.78125. Again, we use the over relaxation formula. T12 new is lambda times T12 old plus 1 minus lambda T12, this is new, plus 1 minus lambda T12 old. Lambda is 1.5. T12 new is just now we got 28.78125 plus 1 minus lambda is 1.5. T12 old, initially all are zeros, so old value of T12 is 0, so we keep that one, and if we simplify we will be getting 38.67188. So similarly you can find the other points I have written here, T22, 32. So if you look at the plate, so I found up to here, I found T11, 21, 31 and 12. Similarly you can find T22, temperature at 22, 32, 13, 23 and 33. So all these are the points inside. I have given the values of the temperatures after applying the over relaxation. These are the values at T22, temperature at 22 point, at 32, at 13 and 23 and 33. So these are all the values. You can check, you can verify these values. This is about the values after the first iteration. Now we will go to the second iteration. So when we go for the second iteration, these values already we computed in the first iteration will be the old values. So we consider these values as old values when we go for the second iteration. So let me write again the second iteration approximations T11. So first point is 11. So we find the temperature at 11. So again, what is T11 is 1 by 4 times temperature at the next point 21, the previous point 01, above point 11 and below point 10. So we take all these 4 points and add them and divide by 4 to get the temperature at 11. I will write the same formula. So T11 is equal to 1 by 4 times T21 plus T01 plus T12 plus T10. T21. So the T21 value we have, this is T21 value, we keep that value, plus T01 is the previous point, that is on the edge. So the edge temperature is at 75 degrees plus T12. The T12 value is here 38.67188 plus T10 is the bottom edge. T10 is the point on the bottom edge, so its temperature is 0. So using those values, if we simplify, you will be getting 31.05469. Now we do the over relaxation to get a better approximation of T11. So T11 new, this is a better approximation of the T11 in the second iteration. So T11 new is equal to lambda times T11 new plus 1 minus lambda T11 old. Let us see what are the values we keep for new and old here. T11 new is the latest value we got. So T11 new is this one, 31.05469. So we keep this value for T11 new, and lambda is 1.5. T11 new is 31.05469 plus 1 minus lambda is 1.5 and T11 old. Now what is this T11 old? The value in the first iteration. This is the old value now. So T11 old will be 28.125. That I substituted here, 28.125, the old value of T11 from the first iteration. Now if you simplify, you will be getting 32.51935. So this is the better approximation of T11 after the second iteration. Similarly, T21. So you can find T21, the temperature at 21. Let us look at the temperature here. T21 again can be found using all the surrounding points. T31, the next point along x-axis. T11, previous point along x-axis. Above point along y-axis 22, and below point 2T20. 20. This is the point 20. So temperature at 21. Now we are finding temperature at 21. So T21 in the second iteration, T21 is equal to 1/4 times T31 plus T11 plus T22 plus T20. And if we keep the values of T31 from the first iteration, we have T31. This value, we keep that one. T31. Similarly, T11, we use the latest one. So already we have the latest approximation of T11. We don't go for the first approximation because the T11 value already we got the latest approximation. So T11 is, so this is the one difference you have to observe. Wherever we are finding the approximations, we make use of the latest approximations. T31, the latest one is the value in the first approximation, T31. But when it comes to T11, we don't use the value in the first approximation. We don't use this value because already we got the latest approximation of T11. T11 latest approximation is 32.51935. So we use this value for T11. So let us keep that value, T1 value, 11 value here, 32.51935 plus T22. So this value, the latest one is the value in the first approximation only. So we keep that value, and T20 is 0. And if we simplify, you will be getting 18.420365. And if we apply the over relaxation, T21 nu is lambda, lambda is 1.5, T21 nu, this is the T21 nu value, plus 1 minus lambda is 1.5, T21 volt. So this T21 volt is the value in the first approximation, T21 volt, this. The first approximation value will be the old value. So we keep that one, T21 volt, and simplify that. You will be getting T21. The better approximation of T21 after second iteration is 22.357107.5. Now we go to the point 3, temperature at point 31. Here the point 31 is here. So in the second iteration, temperature at 31 is found by using the point here. This is 41, the previous point 21, above point 32 and below point 30. And here this edge is at 50, this edge is at 0. This is the value in the first iteration. We use the value in the first iteration. But here the value in the latest approximation we use. The value in the latest approximation of T21 we will use to get the temperature at 31. So if we write the formula, T31 in the second iteration, T31 is equal to 1/4 times T41 plus T21 plus T32 plus T30. So this is the temperature at the edge. Point on the edge is 50 plus T21. As I told, T21 the latest approximation we have, that is 22.357107.5. We use that value plus T32. So this value we use from the first approximation because the latest one we don't have for T32. Therefore we use the value of the first approximation. that is 34.18570 plus T30 is the point on the bottom edge which is at 0. If we simplify, you will be getting 26.63572,438. And if we apply the over relaxation again, we will be getting T31 nu is lambda times T31 nu plus 1 minus lambda T31 volt. Lambda is 1.5. T31 nu is just now we got. This is the new value of T31 plus 1 minus lambda is 1.5. And T31 volt is the approximation in the first iteration. So the T31 temperature at the point 31 in the first iteration is this value. If we simplify, we will be getting 28.60104656. Thus we got the temperature at 31 in the second iteration. So here I have found the temperatures in the second iteration at these points 11, 21 and 31. Similarly, you can find the temperatures at the other points. I am leaving this for you as an exercise to find the temperatures in the second iteration at these points 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3 and 3, 3. So try to find remaining temperatures in the second iteration. So this is the end of this video.